exciting.
So we're so glad that you're here with us for 13 News at Noon. I'm Felicia Lawrence. This is Rob Ellis. And you did not watch last night.
I did not.
That's your trend.
I had, yes.
Since they're winning, you don't want to change it.
It tends to be the case when I watch, I'm bad luck in it, and it doesn't go the way I'd like it to. When I don't watch, when I have other things to do and I can't get to the game, they seem to win. So
I had the baby last night, so bath time took, and he stayed up late. Bath time took over third quarter.
There you go.
But I caught up for the fourth.
All right. Are you ready for a little bit of rain to return to the forecast?
No.
No, I know. You're going to start to notice it first with the humidity, then the rain chances will move in, and it's already on the warmer side. We don't mind the warmer temperatures, though. Upper 70s and low 80s. Definitely starting to feel a little bit more like summertime. We still have a good bit of that wildfire smoke in the air, but you can't see that in this version of the satellite and radar. What you can see is some of the cloud cover that's moving in and a little bit of moisture that's starting to move in. Now, farther down to the south, we do expect that we're going to start to see some of this moisture begin to move our way. Farther to the south, there it is. This is a big batch of rain that's going to start to drift to the north, and that's going to increase our rain chances, especially starting tomorrow, but carrying us through the rest of the weekend. For the rest of today, I think we're going to be dealing with cloud cover on the increase, a little bit of that haziness, high temperatures into the mid 80s, and we'll keep the temperatures in the 80s really for the rest of this week. 86 expected to be for our high temperature before we do another warm day for tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies for tonight, 68 for the overnight low. I'll be back with a look at Friday's forecast and the look ahead to the weekend. All
right, Rob, let's do it. And right now, a busy intersection on Indy's west side is closed, and it's due to a water main break. So you're looking at Lyndhurst Drive and Morse Street. You can see water covering the roadway. This was reported around 7:30 this morning. IMPD says this area is closed until further notice. Citizens Energy Group tells us crews on the ground right now are working to repair the break, and they say this area will be closed through rush hour tonight. The Indianapolis City County Council president is apologizing after he had a woman removed from Monday night's council meeting. So you've likely seen this video here of a Marion County Sheriff's deputy removing Lauren Roberts. She is one of 3 women who have accused Mayor Hogsett's former chief of staff and former campaign manager Thomas Cook of sexual harassment. Roberts was speaking about that issue before her exchange with Council President Vop Osili. He issued a statement. Here's what it says in part, quote, "As it is my responsibility to ensure the council conducts its business with decorum and civility, I should have called a recess, created space for calm, and shown a sensitivity in that emotionally charged moment. In that I failed Ms. Roberts, my fellow councilors, and those who attended the meeting that evening." He has a full statement. You can read the rest of it on WTHR.com. And we have an update today on a woman who spent 6 days trapped in a ditch in northern Indiana after a car crash. Now, after 3 months and more than a dozen surgeries, she is recovering at home. Rob Hughes shares her amazing story of survival.
One of the first things I told myself was, all right, you gotta stay calm, because if you freak out, it's not gonna help you.
Calm, she says, despite excruciating pain. Briana Castle had compound fractures in both legs and her forearm and numerous broken ribs and vertebrae. She had fallen asleep at the wheel on a rural Newton County road under the cover of darkness.
My car ramped up. It smacked into the embankment on the other side. It crunched like an accordion. It threw my body into the floorboard.
She thought she'd be found by sunrise, but her car was deep in the ditch, hidden from view of the road. Her phone, thrown from her cup holder during the crash, lay just a few feet away.
I mean, I felt it. It was at my fingertips. I was able to reach over and touch it, but I kept pushing it farther. I couldn't grab it.
She used a pair of jeans to soak up water in the shallow creek at the bottom of the ditch to stay hydrated, fighting each day and night to stay alive. A 41-year-old mother of 3, she says it was her family that gave her strength.
But my kids are most. That's who I was really worried about. I wasn't leaving my babies.
But when she woke up on the 6th morning, still trapped, she knew time was running out.
I said, I've done everything that I can think of. I cannot get out of here alone. You have to let somebody see me or I'm not going to make it out. And it wasn't even an hour later that Jeremy pulled up.
A local volunteer fire chief alerted by his employee of Bree's car. He called 911, and Bree was airlifted to Advocate Christ Medical Center in Oak Lawn, where she endured 13 surgeries.
I get emotional talking about all that too, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here.
That is an unbelievable story. She cannot walk yet, but doctors did save her legs. She is expected to be on her feet after more recovery time. Now she's working on a book describing what she went through. Incredible.